Hello and welcome to Panther Update. I'm Becca Pang and today we will be speaking with men's soccer head coach Brett Surrency. The team is just coming off a 6-game road trip where you traveled almost 11,000 miles. Can you tell me about how all this travel affects the team and how you keep them in top condition to play?
Well, it's certainly difficult. We've had two of those 11,000 miles, 2 West Coast trips, 2 red eyes. It's definitely a challenge balancing, the travel and the soccer with school and rest and body maintenance and things like that. But, I think part of it was we got to go to some cool places and play against some great competition. So I think some of that motivation comes from within with the guys. But they've certainly done a great job in terms of the challenges that we set forth with respect to the travel and trying to play those elite level teams. And part of it is just kind of listening to them and seeing, do we need a lighter day today? Do we need a day off today? And, speaking with the captains and some of the older guys to really get a good feel about, how the guys are feeling and sort of go from there.
So you're coming up on your second home game of the season. How do you prepare for that differently from away games?
Yeah, it's a different feeling. We haven't played at home since opening day against Liberty, which it'll be great. Kind of get into our routine of playing at home. Certainly the travel part isn't there, so a bit more in terms of rest and almost guys get to go through their daily routine on Thursday in terms of class and treatment and pregame meals at the arena and things like that. So I think it's definitely almost a mental relief for the guys to where they do get to play at home in front of friends and family and fans and actually having some people cheer for us. We've had sparse road crowds when you're playing in Seattle and Las Vegas, a few people here and there, but I think the guys will be excited and amped up for it, and we usually play very well at Panthersville, and the facility's in great condition. Hats off to the ops guys for that, and I think we'll be raring to go.
So what are some of your goals for the whole season?
Well, we've obviously started a little bit slower than we wanted to. The reason and the rationale for our scheduling is because we believe in our team. It's a very talented group. I think we might have underestimated in terms of the amount of new players that we had, in terms of the kind of adjustment period that would take place for them. But coming off the weekend, we feel very good about ourselves, and I think the guys really understand now, what it takes to win. They've always been talented, but as the kind of saying goes, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work very hard. And that's not to say we weren't working hard. We just found a way to work better in terms of within the game. So I was very, very pleased with this past weekend, and I think our goals are still there in terms of what we want to do, and that's simply competing on the national level. We were an at-large bid to the NCAA tournament 2 years ago, and that's sort of the standard that we want to set forth with the team. And we've got some 12 games left, 8 of them at home, and some big road games left as well to sort of boost us in that direction. But we've got to get going. As I said, it was a step in the right direction this weekend, but that's got to maintain and continue to go for the rest of the season.
So you mentioned this weekend a couple times. That was a game against Washington where you tied, and they're ranked number 6 in the nation. So can you tell me a little bit more about that game and how you guys
Sure,
played?
yeah, coming off confidence for the first win of the season on Friday against Seattle, which was a good team win, a good battle for us. I thought we played well and deserved the win. So I think taking some from that game and taking it into the Washington game, and I really credit the guys from a mental side of things, is that they understood that we were there to win the game. We weren't there just to sort of be a stepping stone for Washington, and like you mentioned, the number 6 team in the country, and to be fair, rightfully so. We were pleased with the amount of energy that we put into it and the overall attitude and desire and work rate from the guys. I think it was fantastic, and we certainly take some positives from that. But I think the other side of things is we weren't satisfied from that, because each time that we step on the field, we want to win. So I think there's definitely, when we look at it and see the number 6 team in the country and that we got a result, and there's definitely a lot of positives to take from that. But for us, we wanted to win. So while we were happy, in the back of our head, we're thinking, there's a little bit more to give. And the beautiful thing is like I mentioned before, I think the guys will take that and say, okay, this is what we're capable of. This is the potential level that we're at. And now we get back after it today in training and hopefully move towards the rest of the year with a positive outlook and some strong results.
So senior Jamal Keene is leading the team in goals. Can you tell me about how his senior year is going?
Jamal's incredibly talented. He's been with us since his sophomore year, transferring in from Memphis, and Everybody knows that, whether it's within our program or guys outside of it. Jamal's been, a fixture in our team for the last couple of years. He's taken a little bit more on his shoulders this year. We've certainly given him a lot of responsibility, and goal scoring hasn't really been something he's given us in the past, but it sort of just shows that his versatility and the kind of talent that he is as a player, and that he can do multiple things. So we're hoping that can continue, and some other guys can kind of catch up with him as well too, and give us a bit more versatility as we go forward, and some different options to worry about in terms of opposing defenses. And he's been very, very good for us, as have some of the older guys as well. And like I said, hopefully he can continue.
Well, great. It was great talking with you. Good luck on your upcoming matches.
Thank you.
Next, we will get a chance to speak with Aaron Jones. We now have freshman Aaron Jones with us. Aaron came to Georgia State from Great Yarmouth, England. So Aaron, how has the adjustment been going, not just to college athletics, but from a different country?
Yeah, it's always difficult coming from a different country, and adding sport and college into that is making it extremely hard, but it's nothing I can't manage, and I've enjoyed the process so far. It's good coming back into school and learning, and then obviously the soccer has been really, really good as well. We haven't had the best start to the season, but we're hoping to build upon the last couple of results we've had.
Tell me about your daily routine, just when you have practice, classes, and when you fit in time just for yourself.
Yeah, well, it's pretty hectic being in college and playing sport, so it's kind of get up around 8 a.m, depending if we have weights or not, maybe early in the morning. Have some breakfast, usually have class between 9 and 12, and then practice usually heads off about 1:30. So we go over to Panthersville in the buses with the guys, and we're usually there from 1:30 till 4:30. After that, maybe have an evening class, or sometimes get the evening to myself to kind of catch up on some work that we've missed, because obviously at the moment our travel schedule is pretty hectic as well. We've been to Seattle and Vegas, so it's been some good trips. But like I say, missing out on some class, so I have to catch up.
Mm-hmm. So you just mentioned the travel trips. You had 6 road games this past couple of weeks. Can you tell me about some of the challenges you and your team faced just being on the road for that long?
Yeah, we can sit here and make excuses and saying that flying and whatever and jet lag can affect our performance, but we have to kind of take the responsibility for how we played in the first opening games. Obviously the results didn't go our way. Sometimes performances warranted better results, and other times we just weren't the races. So, we can sit here and make excuses about travel, but for us, when we get on the pitch, it's all down to us to perform.
What are some of the goals you set for yourself for the rest of the season?
For the rest of the season now, we've had 2 positive results, last 2 games in Seattle, so we're trying to build on that from now and get the momentum going and try and put a good run together, trying to stay unbeaten for as long as we can. And on a personal level, I just want to kind of play in as many minutes as I can and play as well as I can, maybe get a few assists from set pieces, because taking corners and stuff, so that would be good if I could start helping the team out on that front as well.
So tell me about the game where you and the team played the best in, and tell me what you think you need to do to repeat that.
I would say our best team performance was probably against number 6 Washington on Sunday. We didn't have a great deal of the ball possession wise, because they're a very direct side and we found ourselves pinned back into our own half a lot of the time. But as a team we defended brilliantly, and I thought we all came together, and that's really the first time I've seen us all on the same page, pushing in the same direction. So I thought that was a real positive for us on Sunday.
Okay, so last question. What is the one thing you missed about England that's not in America?
One thing I missed about England, I'd have to say, I'm going to be a real softie here, I'd have to say my mum's cup of tea.
Yeah, haven't found one like it here?
No, it's not the same over here. You guys don't have the same tea bag, so yeah. It's kind of a shame. But yeah, apart from that, I really like the States, so it's going good.
Great. Well, it was good talking with you. Thanks for joining us, and good luck with the rest of the season. For Panther Update, I'm Becca Pang. Thanks for joining us, and see you next time.